Well, Pete, you were talking about, so do you do concerts in England? I mean, do you go around and do concerts, or do you mostly focus on your church?
Well, primarily we're focused at serving at St. Thomas's, but we've been taking on different bookings. So we played a youth event in a big club in Sheffield, which was terrific. We saw 40 kids make commitments to Christ there, which was great. We've also been leading at some of the festivals in the UK. So there's a big summer festival called New Wine.
Like when you talk about a festival, how many people are there?
Small by American standards. So that one was probably about 6,000 people.
Oh, that's not that small. Not for around in here. Not for in the Midwest. But there's some on the East and West Coast. But well, what? So during your praise and worship services, you do deliver the gospel message. You do talk about a relationship with the Lord.
Absolutely, yeah. The concerts. I mean, it would be really dependent on who's booked us and what they've asked for. But,
okay.
But as much as possible, we let the message come through the music, and but we're happy to do whatever. So different bookings require different things. Sometimes it's more gig style performance. Other times it might be leading worship at a festival. So
when you were talking a little bit earlier about how your heart is somewhat to help raise up youth leaders, or is it worship leaders?
Worship leaders. Just really communicating the gospel through music, I think, is probably what excites me most, and seeing the poor lives change as well. I wrote a song quite a few years ago about a homeless person that was outside where I was working, and so I think the whole plight of the poor is very close to my heart as well, and how music can affect that.
So have you been a Christian since you were born? I mean, were you young, or were you as you grew up?
I became Christian when I was 5.
5, really?
Yeah. I remember lying in bed talking to my mum. And,
your mum. I love it.
Yeah.
Do people come up to you and say, will you just talk so I can listen to you? I mean, as a
yeah. People do that and then they laugh.
I know. It's like, I'm really sorry, Pete, but I had to say that because it's like, it's just so much fun listening to you talk. I like listening to Chris, too. I mean, Chris.
Of course.
Davies. But anyway, I'm sorry for interrupting, but your mom, okay.
Well, that was it, really. I remember asking her how to become a Christian. And
your mom was taking you to church, though? I mean,
my
been
parents,
going to church?
Yeah, my parents would take me to church. We grew up going to church, and but I remember when I was 5, just wanting to own it for myself, and it has been a journey since. So.
That is so exciting. I mean, I love hearing that when people I was like 40. I was old. I went through a lot of stuff, and then came to the Lord. So that's really, really exciting that the Lord was, that happened, and now the Lord can use you in your younger years to also touch, I think, young people. I think that's very, very exciting. They can relate to you a little bit better than me, being older. I'm more of the mom figure, but for you, they can relate to you, so that's really exciting.
I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to hang on to that. I'm getting older, too.
I know. It doesn't take long, but then you can just pass it on to Chris.
Yeah.
Well, how about, would you bless us with another song?
Yeah,
We've got time, so maybe we can do a couple of songs.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. I want to remind you, too, that Pete's going to be in concert this Saturday and Sunday. Diane, why don't you give us the details once again for folks Saturday nights?
The concert Saturday night at 7 p.m. Everything's at the church.
Right.
And
Messiah Lutheran Church.
Messiah Lutheran Church in Ralston, 5015 South 80th Street. And then Sunday evening, we're going to have the Mardi Gras dinner from 5 to 7, and tickets will be available at the door, and they'll be providing entertainment during the dinner.
Okay, great. And why don't you go ahead and take it? Which song are you going to do?
We're going to do Standing at the Cross, which is
and this
also
is off
on
of their
on that record,
the Blue EP CD.
Yeah,
all right,
great.
Go ahead.
I'm standing at the cross. I'm longing just to meet with you, my God. I know in this place I won't meet my Savior face to face. I know it's been some time, and yet you welcome me just like a child, safe within your arms. Your tender words begin to melt my heart. A mystery I'll never understand. Why you love me just the way I am. There's no greater love than this, that the Son of God would lay down his life for me. There's no greater life to live than the one you give. It's a miracle to me. In brokenness I kneel. You speak my name, I slowly raise my head, running down your face. The tears that you, my loving Savior, shed. A mystery I'll never understand. Why you love me just the way I am. There's no greater love than this, that the Son of God will lay down his life for me. There's no greater life to live than the one you give. It's a miracle to me. Your body bears the scars, yet all I see is love within your eyes. I'll never comprehend how vast the love that made my life your prize. A mystery I'll never understand. Why you love me just the way I am. Why you love me just the way I am. Why you love me just the way I am. No, there's no greater love than this, that the Son of God would lay down his life for me. There's no greater life to live than the one you give. It's a miracle to me. No, there's no greater love than this, that the Son of God would lay down his life for me. There's no greater life to live than the one you give. It's a miracle to me, a miracle to me.